Hello and good evening, my beautiful friends, my beautiful souls, my beautiful beautifuls. How are you tonight, my beautiful friends? And how was your day? Did you enjoy your day? Did you enjoy your day, my beautiful friends? Did you have a nice time? Sometimes, as you can see, the soul is someone trying to manipulate with my language. Finish, just finish the live on my language. So I'm sorry, just to double sound because I'm sorry. Just a second, because also for we're destroying some of the spirit of thought by default. In just a second, my beautiful friends, because he's on. I've got it on just to check the sound. I've got it on the laptop in many places. So just need to double check the sound and to turn off the sound so that it doesn't go echo behind that. So my beautiful friends, I'm here. Everything is okay now. And is it everything okay with you, my beautiful friends? Do you shine all the way through the way we do? I do. And of course, you need to shine all the way through. I talked about that last night. And I talked about the shining all the way through and being who you are. And of course, my beautiful friends, that's what you need to do. Remember one thing, that everything is by default and you have a right to shine all the way through and everywhere, wherever you are, whatever you do. So your soul wants to shine through you. And of course, in order to help you do so, I'm sending you love blessings from my heart and soul in the name of mine, and now speak unconditional love light with the spirit of thought by default. And I'm activating the name of mine, and now speak unconditional love light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm activating ultimatum soup of blessings, blessings, eternal life, abundance, and prosperity, joy, peace, bliss, of wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, youth, and beauty, and all the gifts that mine and Austrian Conditional Light has given to each and every one of us, and everything that is from mine and Austrian Conditional Light. Enlightenment and freedom, we are returning back of all power, and of course we are creating eternal peace within and without in the name of mine and now speak unconditional love light with the spirit of thought. We are creating the unity on a soul level. We are creating the unity in the physical, spiritual, and energetic form. On this spiritual and energetic form, we've done it already and still creating, but now we are creating that unity in the name of mine and now speak unconditional love light. I'm activating and creating the physical form so that we all, that are mine and now speak unconditional love light, are united together in the name of mine and ask unconditional love light in the physical form, that we act together in the name of mine and ask unconditional love light from the heart and soul in order to get what we want, in order to create our future together and to write new history with the golden letters in the name of mine and ask unconditional love light, and of course pave the path to golden age with unlimited golden opportunities for all of us that are mine and ask unconditional love light with the spirit of thought by default. In the name of mine and ask unconditional love light, and demanding, commanding to Sophie and everything that is mine and ask unconditional love light with the spirit of thought by default, to answer on my call, on my command and demand with the spirit of thought by default. Peaceful in action, my golden soul, I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So my beautiful friends, I'm activating mine and ask unconditional love light within each and every one of us and everything to help each and every one of us and everything thrive and be happy and joyful, peaceful, blissful. And of course, the gifts, when I'm activating all our gifts, means everything is included within that is from mine and ask unconditional love light, happiness, joy, peace, bliss, vitality, and youth, and beauty, and eternal life, and everything that you cannot even imagine, that all the resources that you have within yourself that you are not even aware of. So we're activating all that wisdom and knowledge within us, ourselves, in the name of mind and our unconditional love light with the spirit of thought by default. Well, we are turning down, destroying, and removing all those soulless summer from within and without, in the name of mind and our unconditional love light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm activating all the ultra ultimatum, all in one, the soup of the karmas, pain, suffering, and eternal destructions of those souls, sama, forever and ever, and eternal hell, forever and ever, in the name of mind and us, unconditional love light. And we activating to all those so-called soulless gods, saints, and all those so-called creators, soulless creators, and then judges, and all those soulless sapient Tristinko, and then Miriana and soulless watchers that were watching what was going on this planet but not helping. But those soulless Susie and Hitler and Amrita Babaji Mira Guruji Matrashi Tata Hitler Atmechetana Sinam Churuch. All those that I'm mentioning right now, those are those soulless whether in energetic, and in the physical form. So we are destroying them into the energetic form and into the physical form. We're destroying all those souls, in every form, all those so-called divine mothers and fathers, avatars, and all those spiritual so-called soulless, soulless light workers or light healers or any kind, and those that were infiltrating into religious or anywhere, wherever they were infiltrated, and those soulless courts, and the soulless, in whatever form they are, wherever they are, we are, and the soulless, dark, dirty, psychopathic players, wherever they are, whatever form they are, we are destroying them forever and ever, in the name of man and us, unconditional love light. We are activating them all, that pain and suffering, ultimatum, all in one soup of distractions and pain and suffering. We are freezing them, completely destroying, cutting off completely their communications, putting them into the sleep, taking their power and taking off the power and the energy, taking from them with the spirit of thought by default. And of course, we are freezing all the technology and that they were misusing and all the weapon with the spirit of thought by default, destroying it. And we are destroying all those souls. We are shutting down their cameras, their senses, and wiping out their memory with the spirit of thought by default. And we are destroying those souls in every form and cutting off their communications with the spirit of thought by default. And we destroy all those souls in every form, wherever time, whatever form they are, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So those souls am I going to regret forever that they ever existed and will be burned forever in eternal hell. Forever and ever, for eternity, with the spirit of thought by default. We break up into the pieces and the atoms and electrons with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, golden Sophie, my golden by default. I love you. And of course, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So in the name of mine and now pure unconditional love and light with the spirit of thought by default, we are activating the eternal pain and suffering and destructions of those souls in every form, eternal hell, forever and ever, in the name of mine and now pure conditional love and light with the spirit of thought, and all their projections, we're returning them back into the pain of suffering of karmas, to all those souls with the spirit of thought by default. Well, we are activating to all of us that are mine and our unconditional love and light, eternal life, joy, peace, bliss, eternal abundance and prosperity, and of course enlightenment with the spirit of thought by default. And we multiply all of that by the laws, rules, regulations of by default in the name of mine and our unconditional love and light with the spirit of thought by default. And of course we destroying those souls and multiply all of that by all the ceremony and rituals and all those associations, all those curses, spells and hexes and voodoos and any kind of dark rituals that they were doing, and any kind of courts and everything and anything that is less than pure unconditional love and light programs or superstitions or anything, beliefs, anything with the dark agenda that they ever projecting will ever try to project over each and everyone else and everything everything that is less than towards each and every one of us, and that we are mind and our unconditional light. In the name of mind and our unconditional light, with the spirit of thought by default, we're stopping all of that, wiping out all those souls together with all their codes and all their projections, everything they project towards each and every one of us, and everything that is less than mind and our unconditional light, we destroy, stop it, completely wipe it out, together with those souls with the spirit of thought by default. And in the name of mind and our unconditional light, we're returning it back to the soul in the form of pain and suffering and karmas and eternal destructions, forever and ever, to burn into the hell forever and ever, in the name of mind and our unconditional light. All those souls with the spirit of thought by default. All souls go to hell, go to hell. All souls go to hell forever and ever. All souls burning in hell, burning in hell. All souls burning in hell forever and ever. All souls burning in hell forever and ever, for eternity. All those souls are going to burning, and will burn into the hell forever and ever, for eternity. In the name of man and our spirit conditional light, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Ito. And in the name of man and our spirit conditional light, with the spirit of thought by default, we multiply all of those karmas, pain, and suffering to those souls and to us, that the mind and our spirit conditional light blessings by the laws, rules, and regulations of by default. In the name of mind and our spirit conditional light, with the spirit of thought, and multiplied by every atom and electron that ever existed, that existing, by every code that ever existed, the existing energetic code or coded words or numbers, by all those soulless, and dark, dirty, psychopathic players that ever existed, that existing, by those that they are actually those soulless in whatever form, their physical and energetic form, that ever interfere into our lives, interfering, will ever try to interfere, by the dark, dirty games and all the script and everything that they were playing, all the dark, dirty games that they were projected towards each and everyone else and everything with the spirit of thought by default. We are destroying those souls, some are returning back to those souls into the form of karmas, back to those souls, some with the spirit of thought by default. We multiply it by all the systems and all the systems or multiplications that we are using by default systems. We have the by default systems, by default compressions. We compress all of that by the laws, rules, and regulations with the spirit of thought by default. Multiplied by every atom and electron of energy that we have ever creating that will ever created, and by every letter that we ever written, that writing in the golden heart that we have ever sent, and then all blessings and karmas, and by everything that we ever multiplying that will ever multiply me and you and everyone and everything, anyone and everyone, in every form, size, dimension, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So, my beautiful friends, we are destroying those souls. Last night, I couldn't finish the meditation and the healing at the end because those souls cut my internet. So, as you know, that those souls were interfering into our technology. My golden souls, my golden by defaults that follow me on my language, they know that they were interfering into our technology, into our project, mine and us project, with the dark intention. So last night when I was doing the healing at the end, they cut off my internet, even though that I had internet still until 19, they still cut it off. So later on it came, so I couldn't finish it. So my beautiful friends, but anyway, the energy is gone through, blessings are going through, and of course they cannot stop the energy. If they can manipulate, if they manipulate with our technology, they cannot manipulate with our energy. There is no way, there is no power, anyone, anything that can stop our energy. Mine and our spirit conditional level light is the most powerful energy that ever existed and will ever exist. So which means that the blessings and the clearing is gone through, and of course course you got the blessings, even though that I didn't complete at the end in the process of the healing. So, I always set up the intention, and always everything is by default, which means that you will always get what you need to get. I used to do that. Whenever I went to any kind of seminar, or to see those so-called divine mothers or fathers, or wherever I went to, I always knew, and I always said that I will get what I need to get from that event. No matter whether I got a darshan or not from them. Actually, it wasn't darshan really, but still I believe that it was. And of course, I'm always accepting the energy that is mine and ask me unconditional love life. So I always believe that I will get what I needed to get in order to succeed in life, be who I am, and shine all the way through. And of course, to fulfill my mission on this planet, and of course to enlighten and heal humanity on a beautiful planet. So no matter what I did, no matter what those souls said or did to me, or tried to prevent me in any way, they couldn't do so. Even though today, now, still those souls are trying to play those dark, dirty games, trying to manipulate with the energy, trying to chatting. I'm not sure whether some of you are open to you can hear to the communication of those invisible forces, so you can hear them. But just be careful. I've been talking about that. Don't believe in everything that you hear. So even though that they see and what they say to you, don't believe. Always double check. Ask, is that by default? If it's not by default, and don't accept it. Those souls are lying. So those souls are even now, they're lying to me all the time and chatting, and they need to give me the information. They have to give me the information, but they're trying to give me the information and to have some agenda behind that. So of course, I know with my internal knowledge what's true, what's not. So I'm not accepting anything that is less than mine and ask me unconditional love life. I used to feed them with my energy, used to feed them with blessings and everything. So they use that, try to use that energy against me. So of course they cannot, because my energy is destroying those souls. So even now they want to have the energy, because when they don't have energy, they're gonna my beautiful friends, we're destroying them. They're powerless, and we destroy those souls. So that's why now we are putting the end on those souls. It's time to put the end on those souls inside of us and outside on a global and universal level. So we've been destroying those souls, all the atoms and electrons. When I say atoms and electrons, actually those are codes, but we are breaking them into the atoms and electrons, and in the breaking into the centers, we are breaking up onto the atoms and electrons, and those souls, and they in the inside that are inside of us, the codes, energetic codes, we are breaking into the atoms and electrons, and then sending them straight into the hell to be burned forever and ever. Mixing it up, and we are mixing them up. We are making them a special remix, so that those souls will feel the pain and suffering from each other in whatever form they are. So we are mixing them. They wouldn't know for each other, but they will feel the pain of all of them individually, and of course as a group, all of them. In the name of mine and all spirit conditional life, wherever time, whatever form they are, with the spirit of thought by default, I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So my beautiful friends, I've been talking about a lot of things and touching about a lot of subjects. So I will just go freely tonight to see what else we haven't touched upon in order to to get the energy behind that. I touch upon those light workers and the gurus and spiritual teachers and healers and all of those that were pretending to be your savior, or to be the one that were enlightening us. But my beautiful friends, I haven't been talking about the Earth Alliance, or they call themselves not the Earth Alliance, but they called Earth Saviors. Those from the we underworld, actually call them inside the Earth. When I was working we destroy a lot of those civilizations inside the earth. So probably somebody of you know, and you listen to channeling messages and everything, that there is a life inside of a beautiful planet. So we have the center inside a beautiful planet, a light center. So that's what I've been doing, and clearing, and of course healing a beautiful planet and destroying those soulless AMMA. So I'm gonna give you the information that I've been working on. So whether that's correct or not, I'm not gonna guarantee for that, because the soulless AMMA were projecting a lot of lies and manipulations in order to misuse the energy. But they cannot do so, because I'm using that energy that we invested in order to destroy those soulless AMMA, wherever time, whatever form they are, even in those that we're trying to manipulate with the energy. So I cannot get wrong. Of course, you all know that under the ground there are a lot of tunnels. All our beautiful planet is inside the earth, is connected with the tunnels. So those tunnels are those soulless AMMA, where inside of the tunnels, and then of course doing the dark, dirty work. So I've been working for a long time to heal our beautiful planet and to clear up those tunnels inside the earth and destroy those soulless AMMA. So you all know, probably you that are searching the truth on the net, you all know for Sahara, desert Sahara, and you all know for Area 51, and you all know for Arctic. So Arctic, Antarctic, the poles of the earth. So now, my beautiful friends, underneath those, there are portals inside the earth, and inside the earth there were those soulless AMMA doing the dark, dirty work. You need to know that all the criminal, which the most criminals organizations and all those criminals that were doing dark, dirty work, and then it was going on underneath, under the ground, which means in those tunnels. So even though when I was doing the research a long time ago, I was reading about everything that those soulless AMMA were doing underneath, under the ground, into the tunnels, and I knew that they were hiding all the minerals and the gold and everything underneath. You know that in America, in the the 7th building that wasn't even connected to those buildings, and he fell down. Why? Because I'm sure all of you know that, but I'm just going to explain a bit. Because those soulless AMMA had an agenda. At that time, just Sahara supposed to be activated. But those soulless AMMA, and the gold was underneath that building, 7th building. So those soulless AMMA, we will have stolen actually all those gold, and then through underneath the tunnels. They cannot do it on the ground because it's visible. We are everywhere, so they cannot do it on the ground. So that's why they were digging underneath on the ground, and of course doing the dark, dirty work underneath or fit actually into the ground. So my beautiful friends, those tunnels were connected everywhere. And then, of course, there is a technology that's going through those tunnels. And of course, it's a technology that's been hidden from us. Those soulless AMMA actually admit that there are all the cities on the 40 floors, cities on the 40 floors under the ground, and then the airports, and of course the portals, so that those soulless AMMA from the heaven were coming and into our beautiful planet inside the earth, and doing the dark, dirty work together with our alliance from the dark side. So, my beautiful friends, you know that I was watching when Trump was visiting the South Pole, and when he was visiting that portal in the Antarctic. And of course, it's a military base there. So I knew a long time ago, since I started doing the research, I knew that there were military bases. I knew that we were destroying the soul. At some point of time, they were, and a lot of people were talking about. At some point of time, they were telling me that we destroyed those souls. Actually, we destroyed those from the heaven, that the dark, dirty aliens that were not in a human body, but they were using the technology and interfering into a planet. So after that, they told me, I was getting the messages. They told me that both sides were there. So, which means man and unconditional light. Actually, those that are in the human body are there with those dark soul Sama, because both of them are in the human body. So all those that were there, whether this, so man and unconditional light was dominating the physical form or the dark soul Sama, they were there. So, and I thought, how come that both of them are there, and that we are clearing up that still hasn't been cleaned up? So they said that is, there is agreement how much need to be clear up. So actually, what I believe, that those souls Sama were there doing the dark, dirty work. But of course, man and unconditional light is within them. So we were working through them. And of course, all alliance, in physical form, we're clearing up those underground tunnels. So, my beautiful friends, you know that, of course, a lot of dark, dirty work was going on. And everywhere underneath, I've seen the map on the net of all those underground tunnels. So they are connecting really entire planet, connecting all the places on this planet with that tunnels. So from the White House, there is underneath the White House, there is a tunnel that's leading to other places. So which means that those souls Sama were working for a long time, digging down under the ground and developing the technology. And why Sahara? Desert Sahara is there. Why? Do you know why? Have you ever thought about how come that everywhere on this planet there is, nature is, of course, everywhere, and everything there is, the plants and the trees and the humanity and everything. But on this desert Sahara, it's dry. And did you know why? Because those souls Sama have done that deliberately. Those souls Sama have done that deliberately because they had underneath the military base that they were working on the dark project inside the earth. So the same in US under the area 51. That's the same. The place the those souls Sama were at the top, were projecting, actually protecting, and then outside inside the earth were those souls Sama with the military base and doing the dark, dirty work, manipulating, cloning, and manipulating with the genes and everything, experimenting. So that's what was happening. And of course, one day when I was doing live, I'm doing still live every night in my language. So from Germany, one of my golden souls, my by default, said that in Germany they were digging the tunnel underneath, actually underneath the ground. They were digging because there were a lot of frogs. Imagine, my beautiful friends, a lot of frogs. So they were digging the tunnels for the frogs. And who are the frogs? Who are the frogs? Those are the Italian. Those are the Mussolini ones. Those are the dark, dirty soulless Sama, dark, dirty psychopathic players. What they were thinking? Where are they going to hide? They were thinking to create the problems on the ground and then to hide inside the ground, but they cannot inside the earth, but they cannot hide because mind and us being unconditional light is everywhere. We've changed the energy from the earth, and we've changed the center of the earth. We adapt the light and of course remove those soulless Sama. And I'm not sure exactly because I didn't really ask for that. I think we created the two centers in the earth, but I'm gonna go for now with one center in both of them, even if there are two, with and we will be, it will be united. But now we have the center on the earth. So we adapt to that light and we destroy those soulless AMMA, because inside of Earth, the center that was inside of Earth was mixed up both in them, where both energy, the soulless AMMA and the mind and unconditional light, which is SOPHIE, Tiggy and the SOPHIE. So we destroy those, we remove the soulless AMMA, and of course replace them with mind and unconditional light. So we enlighten our beautiful planet, and throughout the entire planet, we place our systems from mind and unconditional light through the entire ground. So we were clearing up inside the ground, inside the earth, for a long time. I know one night that we were clearing up the technology, we were freezing the technology inside the ground, and they were saying me, just say that we freeze all the technology inside, all the technology inside the ground. And I said, no, we are freezing the technology that we need to freeze, that we need to freeze for those soulless AMMA, not that we are using, because we need the light, we need the, of course, the technology for us to use to destroy those soulless AMMA. So I've been working for that, on clearing the underground for a long time. So we were doing with the technology from the heaven, we were destroying those soulless AMMA. First, we were destroying those soulless AMMA in energetic form, and of course those soulless AMMA in the physical forms as well. So they were, when we did the clearing up underground, they said to me that inside was the center. So those soulless AMMA use that center as the sun, the way we're using the sun. So I'm not sure exactly, but they said to me, and I know you for sure, you know, all know that there are tunnels. So now we were clearing that underneath the ground civilizations. We found Chinese, Japanese, Asian, and Korean soulless AMMA, which means so whether they were I'm not sure. So now how come that we have them inside our beautiful planet? So Asians, and I saw the visions, they gave me the visions that those soulless AMMA from underground were coming up during the night on the ground and stealing our resources. So I'm not accepting that, but I do accept that we've destroyed them. Why I'm not accepting that? Because I'm not gonna give the energy to those soulless AMMA, and I'm not gonna accept that they were stealing our energy, which means our resources, which means I'm not allowing that energy to be taken by the soulless AMMA. But we are, if they did, we are taking the energy from them back and destroying those soulless AMMA in every form, wherever time, whatever form they are. In the name of mind and unconditional light, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So my beautiful friends, I told you, while I was working, both sides were giving me the informations. So I'm not, both sides were trying to manipulate. Actually, soulless AMMA were playing the dark dirty games and to manipulate with my emotions, with information, so trying to mislead me. But mind and unconditional light was giving me the informations with eternal knowledge, and of course with the communications too, and giving me right information. So those soulless AMMA. So now a lot of information I was receiving before I started to recognize who was giving me the information, who was giving the information. A lot of those soulless AMMA were giving me false information, actually trying to create that. So, but well, I did the clearing. When we did the clearing with my team on the spiritual, energetic, and the physical form, we did the clearing up of entire planet, of all the dimension. We did the clearing up of all the dimension inside the ground, the 2 dimension. I'll talk about it. Actually, I just touched on that. So inside the ground, 2 dimensions. So that's why we have inside the ground, inside the earth, alive. So and we are, how come that we are on the 3rd dimension? So a lot of those soulless AMMA that were projecting and that were channeling those messages and projecting the lies and manipulations, they were telling us that we are on the 3rd dimension, on the spiritual and on our path toward the enlightenment. But my beautiful friends, I'm not accepting that. We were at some point of time, but I always used to be small levels above. So in order to lead all of us, all of humanity, into the golden age, we come to that point where we are ready to go into the golden age, and of course to thrive and to live a life for eternity and have a happy, joyful, peaceful, blissful life, and of course to enlighten ourselves. Well, we are destroying those soulless AMMA. So while I was working and clearing up entire planet, that we found a lot of the bases, military bases that those soulless AMMA were using, a laboratory that were creating any kind of, working for any kind of darkness and negativity. I'm not going to give them the energy now, but instead I'm returning them the karmas, pain, suffering, and of course I'm not accepting anything that they've done, even though that this was happening. Why I'm not accepting? Because I've told you earlier, I'm rejecting everything that they did, because that energy has been recycled already. They cannot use it anymore, and we are taking back our energy and destroying those soulless AMMA in every form. In the name of mine and else, be unconditional love light with the spirit of thought. By default, I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So while I was working, we were clearing up. Those soulless AMMA were giving us the informations about the things that they wanted to create. We didn't accept that, of course, but we did the clearing, which means we generated the energy that is need to be generated to completely stop such and destroy such dark, dirty project, and to destroy those soulless AMMA, wherever time, whatever form they are. In the name of my ananas, be unconditional love light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And I'm commanding to Sophie and everything that's mine, and ask me unconditional light with the spirit of thought by default to answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So, my beautiful friends, those soulless AMMA were hiding. They're hiding all the resources, and of course, what they were doing, they were trying to create the problems on the ground on our beautiful planet, on where we are on the third dimension. But they were trying like so like they were wanting to go under the ground and then live inside the earth while waiting for the planet to be ready for them, to actually waiting for us. They were into the, I'm going to turn around. So now I'm not going to give them the energy. In fact, I'm going to turn around. They were inside the ground, waiting for us to take them out, destroy them, and send them straight into hell to burn them forever and ever. All those soulless AMMA, in the name of mine and ask for conditional light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So, my beautiful friends, they were hiding the gold and the red. While I was doing the research, I knew that everything that we really have now, that we're producing, everything that we have, all the vegetables and everything, the main seeds, those soulless AMMA, the main original seeds, were hiding inside the ground, into those tunnels from us, and well, they were manipulating with the genes, with everything, with our food and everything that we eat. So, and of course, with the gold. I read that and watched some recordings of those, how did those soulless AMMA from Vatican, Papa, from Vatican, from Asia, from China, they were arguing, and of course US, they were arguing about the gold, because tons and tons and tons, countless, tons of gold is underneath. So what they were doing, they were arguing about the gold, who is going to take it. And a couple of times they asked me, what are we going to do with the gold? Actually, we took the gold, 620 planes full of gold we took from the Vatican, and that gold has been taken into the USA. So they asked me, what are we going to do with the gold? And at first, I really wasn't sure. So I said, we're going to share it. We're going to share it, to give it to the people, actually in the form of money, to give it to the people, and of course, to rebuild our beautiful planet, to create life for all of us that we really deserve to live. So they were asking me how much we're going to give to each other, to each of the countries. And I thought, I'm not sure at the moment. I thought solely some were projecting the thoughts and words into my mind, saying that we may give to 20% to each country. And then after that, I said, but what about America? Because America was the main one player who managed to get that goal from the Vatican. And I thought, wow, I'm not sure now, because the America was the main one, that the military, the alliance was working and to get that gold. But I said, of course, we will leave that gold for now, gold, and then we will see how we're going to use that gold for the highest and greatest good of humanity. So that gold is now in USA. And of course, we need to have our quantum financial system need to be backed up by the gold. So now, because I've told you that they were printing the money out of the paper, out of the air, without any really they're worthless paper, but they were stealing our money through that federal agency. So now we have the gold, and we want the money, the currency, to be changed in every country, and we will see how we're going to manage that, but we want to be backed up with a gold. So that's the quantum financial system that is based on the gold. So that's why it hasn't been implemented everywhere yet, but it will be when I come out in publicly to do the work, to cooperate, of course, to work together with Trump and with other that we are preparing mine and unconditional light souls that will take over the position in the leading position in every country. So now what we're doing, we got that gold, and gold is in USA. So can you imagine now, those that were pretending that we were doing the good work, good job for humanity, they were working against the humanity. One night, as I was destroying the SOULESS, I was lying down, and suddenly I got a vision. The Papa from Vatican and those SOULESS from the heaven were put, that their hands had on our planet. Actually, Papa from one side, from the heaven, the other side, they were putting their hands on our planet. They were trying to steal our planet. Of course, I just destroyed them. I just took off their hands, and then visually, with the vision. So when I do it energetically, then we will do it. After that, we do it in the physical form. So I took off their hands from the planet, and then I throw them into the light planet, destroyed our SOULESS. So my beautiful friends, Papa and all of those SOULESS were working against our beautiful planet, against humanity, while pretending to be our savior, pretending to be gods, pretending to be the saints, to be enlightened. They are not. So, but we are destroying them now. I read a long time ago that we changed the Papa. Papa, what a long time ago, was removed from the Vatican. The cardinals from the Canada and from, I'm not sure, I think, so from Canada, from US, where 4 cardinals, I think, replaced him. So, but still they were using the images or AI, or is it the clone they were using of Papa. Sometimes I once I watched the Papa, they giving the blessings from the window in the Vatican, and somehow suddenly just disappear, which means it wasn't it was just an image. It was image of clone, or with just for the public, really, those SOULESS were playing the games, so that Papa was still there, but the Papa is not there. Long time ago, the way the Queen wasn't there for a long time, but they put some actors or the clones. So now what they were doing now. So now they're working on the AI and trying to replace the humanity with AI. They cannot do it all. So because we humanity destroying the AI. So artificial intelligence. My beautiful friends, we would love to have the technology, but nothing can replace mind and now unconditional light. You need to know that. So those soulless AMMA that we're creating AIs, that's artificial intelligence, and trying to replace humanity and at work, any kind of work anyway. We do soulless AMMA in the name of mind and our pure conditional light with the speed of thought by default. We put them in the circle of light and then take them straight into the hell, burn them forever and ever. We break them into the pieces with the speed of thought by default, destroy them forever and ever, return them, all the karmas, pain, and suffering, and send them straight into the hell forever and ever, for eternity, to be burned and to regret that ever existed in the name of mind and aspect unconditional light with the speed of thought by default. I'm demanding, commanding to SOPHIE and everything that is mind and aspect unconditional light with the speed of thought by default to answer on my call, on my command with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, SOPHIE, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So, my beautiful friends, Elon Musk is working on that artificial intelligence, AI. Long time, actually a few years ago, I was working on that. They were giving me the information about the AI. So they were saying the AI is going to be here for us, to save us, to help us, to protect us. And I knew that was the artificial intelligence. I knew that wasn't right. But at some point of time, the soulless AMMA made me. So we're projecting. And I said they were trying to work through me against humanity, but I didn't let them. So because I was always working doing everything from my heart and soul. Whatever I did it from my heart and soul. And I was firing up those soulless AMMA. Just you fight, all of them. So at some point of time, they were projecting the images and the thoughts words about the AI. And at that time, I was blessing AI. And of course, I was blessing for some times. And those energy now, it was multiplying from then up until now. And it was multiplying all the time. So demanding, commanding to SOPHIE and everything that is mine and also unconditional light. To demanding, commanding to answer to on my call command, to all that energy, now that I was blessing AI, to be multiplied by the laws, rules, and regulations. So by default, used to destroy those AIs that are with the dark intention, that been created with the dark intention, and those soulless AMMA that we're creating in the name of mind and us conditional light with the speed of thought by default. We want the technology that is for the highest and greatest good of humanity. We want to have the technology, AI we want to have, but we want to have it with the good intention to work for humanity, help the humanity, and not to work against us. So we want AI that is from mind and aspect conditional light, that is supporting us, the technology that is supporting us. So those soulless AMMA that we're working on AI, that we're trying to manipulate with the genes, that we're trying to manipulate with humanity in any way, we're destroying all those soulless AMMA with the speed of thought by default. In the name of mind and now speed unconditional light with the speed of thought by default. I'm demanding, commanding to SOPHIE and everything that is mind and now speed unconditional light with the speed of thought by default to answer on my call, on my command with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, SOPHIE, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So my beautiful friends, well, they were doing actually when I did the work, clearing up, destroying the soulless AMMA, healing a beautiful planet, healing humanity. I'm still doing, but at that time, it was at the time first when when I started doing, and I was clearing up and everything. I was working 24/7. So I was working all the day and night and clearing for many countless nights. I didn't sleep. So I would work all night, and those soulless AMMA would actually, it wouldn't even let me to sleep. There were with the projections, using the projections, so trying to manipulate with the energy. But they were projecting the AIs as well. So in the heaven, wherever they had the AIs, I would destroy them. I was like robotic. Their AIs and robotic. They had army, military, robotic military, and they show me the vision. Mine and aspect of just giving me the vision. I would see the vision of the entire planet was filled with that, not our planet, but in the heaven, and it was filled with AI. And I just was throwing out the light planets and the energy with the energy from mine and aspect of light. I was destroying them and removing them completely forever and ever. So after that, the Asian, the China is leading to that together with America, but China is now it's very, very popular with that technology, with everything that we're using, and China is the one that was creating that AI. Of course, America is doing so. So I used to do that in the heaven. I would see the Chinese people, and then of course I would see the places from where they were projecting the images on our beautiful planet, and then manipulating with the technology on our beautiful planet. So I would consciously, of course, I would with my soul fly there, I would see the vision, I would fly there with my soul form, my soul forms, because we have more soul forms inside ourselves. So you need to know that it's not only one form. We have many soul cords. So I was flying there, and I was destroying all the technology screens. I would see in the screens, on the screens they were projecting what they were trying to do to create upon our beautiful planet. So I was destroying the screens, and I was looking for the servers, and I said, where are the servers? And I would look around. I will find them hidden somewhere in some place. So I would just go, like in the store, like they're hiding those servers underneath the ground in some buildings. So I would find those servers, and I would destroy them completely. And I said, there is no interference into our beautiful planet. We want to live a life freely, to have completely freedom and joy, peace and bliss and abundance and prosperity. So my beautiful friends, there was a time when they were projecting the things, what they wanted to do. They were telling me what they wanted to do, in which way they wanted to interfere into our lives. Those souls are from the heaven. But of course, I knew internally, and I knew what to do. And of course, I did. I destroyed them all. So everything that they projected towards me, I was just firing up with light planets and with the light, and I was destroying them. So now that's what I was doing. I was destroying countless of planets and stars in the galaxies with my soul forms. Of course, I have all the power within me. So when I'm consciously focused on the things that I want to do, so that's how I was coordinating with the heaven and the earth, because from our place. Because I could see the energy, the visions. So I was getting the visions, what was going on inside our beautiful planet, what was going on in the heaven. Or when I needed to, when the souls, some were attacking me, I would just fly above in the air. And of course, I will see from where those souls, some were attacking me, where they were doing the rituals and then trying to energetically attack me. So I was just, I would fly in the air and then above the ground, and I would see those souls, and I would locate them, and then with the locations, and knew where they are. Some of them were inside the ground, some of them in some buildings, some of them were in the heaven. So I would just throw the light, the light. With the light planets, with mine and unconditional light, I was destroying them. We just throw them with the light, and there was energy. With the energy of mine and unconditional light, I was destroying them completely, destroying, removing them. Those souls come into the ground. You know that a lot of those souls, some of the magicians that are they're doing the dark dirty work, so-called gurus or avatars or teachers, or that they were doing dark dirty work. They were hiding from humanity, because know that they will be caught by mind and unconditional light. So there are mind and unconditional light souls too that were doing great job, that they were of course protecting themselves. But those that were attacking us, they were hiding in the ground. They were building some kind of churches or some places, hiding behind in the ground, and of course from there doing the rituals. One was the man, he was living in France. So he just started to do those soulless Sama with just trying to make him public, trying to work through him. So he was just starting to do the work, and then they were manipulating with him, giving him the information, sending him somewhere to see those soulless Sama. To see those soulless Sama that were hiding somewhere far away from the cities into the ground, and those magicians. So he was going to see them to get the blessings, or he was talking about about some of them that were changing the locations and going around. So those that are from mine and ask me unconditional love light, I'm sending them love blessings and protecting them in the name of mine and ask me unconditional love light. But those that are soulless Sama, I'm destroying them in the name of mine and ask me unconditional love light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So what was going on, my beautiful friends? Those that were doing with a good intention, I'm not blaming them, that were misused by those soulless Sama. But those that did consciously rituals against the humanity on a beautiful planet, those soulless Sama will be burned forever and ever, will be burning forever and ever into the hell for eternity. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So he was saying that one woman, he went to see a woman that she was living somewhere into the far away from the city in Paris, in France, and then that she was living into the underground. Of course, it's some kind of church that they created, and then she was like alone, and she was collecting the piece of wood to get warm, and he was saying that he was offering her help, and she refused that. She was saying that those souls, I'm going to turn the energy around, so I'm not going to accept that. So I'm going to turn around towards those soulless Sama. So in order to return them the karmas, pain, and suffering. So she was saying to him that she had to collect the piece of wood to make a fire to get warm, in order, because all those soulless Sama will have to suffer forever and ever for eternity in the name of mine and now speak unconditional light, and that's the life that they will live on the desert planet forever and ever, till will be out without anything unopened, like the souls, those soulless the way, like that woman she claimed that she has to suffer. So those that claim that she has to suffer, they will suffer forever and ever, and that they did the rituals against the humanity on a beautiful planet. We return all that pain and suffering to those soulless Sama in the name of man and our spirit shall light to the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So those soulless Sama were trying to make me suffer. They put me through a lot of problems. So that's the way they were thinking that this is gonna work against the humanity. But pretending to be the good, because what I did, I turned that into the advantage. I accepted. I didn't accept it, but it was really they put me through, because I was believing that they did for the high, everything that they did for the highest and greatest good, before I knew who they were. Now, when I know who they are, I'm not believing anything in anything that what they're saying, and I'm not accepting anything that is less than mine and ask me unconditional light. Even when they're saying the good things, I'm just aware of that they could be behind those soulless Sama that were trying to do the dark, dirty work. So I'm aware of that. So at some point of time, I believed them and I was really nice to them. I wanted to help them. But when I saw that you cannot help them if they don't help themselves, then of course I'm not going to help them. So if they want more karmas, pain and suffering, they will get it for sure. And I'm multiplying them all the time, pain, karmas and suffering and eternal hell, until they'll get it. So they had a choice many times. They had a choice to go with the less karmas, pain and suffering. But also someone that want to play dark, dirty games, that want to interfere into our lives and manipulate with us in any way or attack us in any way, for sure they will suffer forever and ever for eternity, and regret that they've ever existing. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So my beautiful friends, that means that those soulless Sama that were working against the humanity, wherever time, whatever form they are, whether they were under the ground, on the ground, into the heaven, wherever they are, we are destroying them now. We are destroying their energetic forms, and of course, we are destroying their physical forms too. It's time for them to be completely removed and taken straight into the desert planet, into the hell, to burn forever and ever. Well, we are creating for ourselves eternal life, abundance and prosperity, joy, peace, bliss and freedom, and of course unity among us and our soulmates and our families and friends. And we are creating life that we deserve. We are ready to shine all the way through. Well, those soulless Sama gonna take all the karma, pain, and suffering, all the technology, all from all of those artificial intelligence, AI. So one point of time, I used to work one place, and the soulless Sama, the man that was the owner of that place, he was actually renting, but he was doing the business. So he was open to the energy. I used to do the clearing and healing for him. But later on, the soulless Sama were projecting me, that he's giving the vision that he was AI, that he was from the from the technology mix-up. He's never been. I knew that he's not, but those soulless Sama were just giving me such information that is unbelievable, but of course will make them suffer. That's that they wanted to give me the mix, but of the technology and the human. But now we're going to return them the karma, pain, and suffering from all the technology, all those AIs that they ever created, or ever tried to create, or were planning to create from the humanity and everything and everyone and everything that ever existed since the beginning of creations. In the name of mine and now, unconditional life, we, with the speed of thought by default, multiply all those karmas, pain, and suffering by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, with the speed of thought, in the name of mine and now, unconditional life. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So, my beautiful friends, a lot of those soulless Sama trying to interfere into my language. I'm not saying that, but those soulless Sama trying to manipulate. But anyway, I'm returning the karma, pain, and suffering from all those languages because I'm fluent. I can speak very, very quickly, fast in my language, in every language. But those soulless Sama sometimes trying to manipulate with the energy and to create sometimes pause, because they don't know what I'm gonna say. They don't know what else, from where else they're gonna get the karma, pain, and suffering. So, of course, I'm returning the karma, pain, and suffering from whatever they creating whatever projected towards each and everything, interfering into our language, written or spoken, or that they coded any kind of words or anything that they projected, any kind of automatic projections, or in any way that they created, and they're planning to create any karma, pain, and suffering. We're returning back to those soulless Sama in the name of mine and us, unconditional life, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you so much, my golden soul, my golden by default. So, my beautiful friends, you need to know that there is a technology, over 6,000 patents that are on this planet, but they were not made available to humanity. And why? They were available just to those soulless Sama that were the top positions. Why? Because they didn't want humanity to have the technology. They wanted to have it for themselves. Well, they were trying to still hold back the humanity and our beautiful planet. So, my beautiful friends, it's time now to work together so that we take over all the technology from those soulless Sama and make it available to all of us, and all those technology that is by default, which means that is technology that is for the highest and greatest good of all, for the highest and greatest good of humanity, and everything that for beautiful planet and everything that is mind and aspect conditional light by default. And everything that is less than mind and aspect conditional light, there is a technology that is not, that this with those negative energy radiation, like it was 5, 6, and 7G, the internet, also the frequency that from the negative frequency, that we're creating some kind of symptoms. So now such technology we are destroying in the name of mind and aspect conditional light, whatever time, whatever form they are, that are not serving us. We are destroying completely and returning the karmas, pain, and suffering to all those souls, in the name of mind and aspect conditional light, wherever time, whatever form they are, with the speed of thought by default, multiplied by the laws, rules, and regulations of by default. In the name of mind and aspect conditional light, with the speed of thought by default, I'm demanding, commanding to Sophie and everything that is mine and aspect conditional light with the speed of thought by default to answer on my call and command with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So my beautiful friends, now we're going to stop that artificial AI intelligence. That the energy that I invested, blessing it's been multiplying up until now. We're going to invest that energy. I'm demanding, commanding to Sophie again, and everything is man and aspect conditional light for the speed of thought by default. This by default, that energy to be invested to that and technology of AI that is less than man and aspect conditional light to be destroyed with the speed of thought by default, and to be used only that is AI that is by default, that is for the highest and greatest good of all, that is just in the right places at the right time. So any kind of manipulations or misusing of those technology by the Soulless Sama, we are stopping with the speed of thought by default. We are freezing all the projects that those Soulless Sama that are working against the humanity on a beautiful planet. We are freezing all the projects, all those whatever they were planning to do, any kind of project, any kind of work, any kind of foundation, everything that they were creating with the dark intention. We're freezing all of that in the name of mind and aspect conditional light to the speed of thought by default. At the same time, we're freezing all the wealth, abundance, and prosperity, all their bank accounts and everything, and we're taking all the money, abundance, and prosperity, and technology with the speed of thought by default. Well, returning those souls, returning them all the pain and suffering and karmas that they were creating, and they were ever projected, will try to project towards each and everyone else and everything that is mine and aspect conditional light. And of course, we are burning and destroying those souls, in the name of mine and aspect conditional light with the speed of thought by default, putting them into the sleep, shutting down their cameras, and wiping out all their memory and putting them completely and make them completely forgetfulness, not the forgiveness, forgetfulness, and of course cut off all the communications. And now we take them straight into the desert planet that's the hell for them, to feel all the pain and suffering that they were created, projected on each and everyone and everything. In the name of mind and aspect conditional light to the speed of thought by default. I'm demanding, commanding to Sophie and everything is mind and aspect conditional light, and with the speed of thought by default, to answer on my call and command, to destroy all those souls, to open the portals and send them straight into the desert planet, into the hell, to destroy them forever and ever, to burn forever and ever all those souls, into the hell for eternity in the name of mind and aspect conditional light with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So my beautiful friends, so as you know, the dos soles summit that we're planning to do. So I read Elon Musk is working with AI, and a lot of other people. So they were saying, Elon Musk, we took Elon Musk because you know that within him, Elon Musk is it's been under the influence of those soulless Sama. And of course, it's mine and Austrian conditional light was working through him and still is working. So now with those soulless Sama, the codes, energetic codes, we removed from the Elon Musk and we took Elon Musk on our side, which means those soulless Sama that were playing the dark, dirty games through him. You know that he was sending the rocks, rocket into the heaven, and he was saying that he was producing the technology that is not really good, and he was saying that he stole me, but he stole me for himself and for the for the those soulless Sama, not for the humanity. For humanity, we got the peace, but not for that's his part, that is mine and Austrian conditional life. For the Elon Musk, that is soulless Sama, the codes, energetic codes. It's stormy for them because we're returning them straight into, sending them straight into the hell, burning, destroying them, breaking them into the pieces forever and ever, into the atoms forever and ever. All those soulless Sama, they will burn forever and ever into hell and regret that they ever existed. In the name of mine and Austrian conditional life, for the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. I didn't know who was owning the Tesla technology, but I know now that I was under the Elon Musk, and of course other social media that he has. And now, as I was listening a couple of days ago, that Tesla technology and that corporation is falling down really because. Elon Musk, I'm not sure so why is falling down the price and everything. Now that since Trump got into the power, everything is changing on a global level. So those always some of it trying to manipulate with the Trump too. So my beautiful friends, I'm not sure if you're aware of that, if you notice the difference between the Trump and we took over. I've told you that there was Trump clone, and there was a Trump clone that is the dark for the soulless Sama that they had it in the power, and there was a Trump, original Trump, and of course he had a clone from mine and Austrian conditional life. So I'm not sure, have you noticed that? I've noticed that, so I'm not sure if that is from the camera, how this was taking the picture, or it's really now deliberately giving to the people information visible that one Trump is with the white hair, the other Trump is with the golden hair. So those that is white hair, it's a soulless Sama. The other one that is with the golden hair, it's mine and Austrian conditional life. So my beautiful friends, so now you can see both of them. So sometimes I would look at them and I see something. I noticed that earlier, a long time ago. I was looking for the difference into the face, but somehow I couldn't really find any kind of difference except by the the suit and everything that they were that they were wearing. But now it's visible for everyone. So look at that, my beautiful friends. But of course, we took over. We took that under all command and control. Under the SOPHIE's command and control is the Trump clone and all those clones that soulless Sama had. Because we are taking SOPHIE has everyone, has the under the command, everything is under the command and control of SOPHIE and those soulless Sama and everything that exists, visible and invisible forces. So now, my beautiful friends, now we are going to work through the Trump. We took over Elon Musk, and of course we're going to take all of those that were working, of course, that in the position that SOPHIE wants to take them on our side. With those that have done the crime and criminal, the soulless Sama, we're going to destroy them forever and ever. But those that were, like Elon Musk, at least for now, I know that he was working with a technology that he didn't care about the politics. He was just saying earlier, I read about him that he didn't care about the politics, that he wanted to just make the difference to the people and to the world with the technology. So I'm accepting that, but the technology that is right for right technology for us, that is from mine and Austrian conditional life, not that is destructive technology. Destructive technology, with the destructive technology, we're going to destroy those soulless Sama and burn them forever and ever. So now, my beautiful friends, everything is changing on a global and universal level. A lot of people don't think about it, just listen to it and listen what they're saying, not trying to realize what's hiding behind that. So now we need to be aware first of the things what's going on in order to change them. So look at those information. Look at the things. Look at the Trump. Look at the information that you are getting now from a different perspective. Now see what is behind that. So I know that AI. We want AI, but I was watching, some of those through the net, you find them a lot, that are now a lot about those AI, the teaching English, the teaching the different languages. That's okay for that is useful. You can use it, but not to replace humanity. Nothing can replace humanity. We have the power within us to destroy all those soulless, all those AIs and all the technology that existed. We're freezing the technology, destroying those soulless. Humanity is we that are mine and our unconditional life going to live forever and ever for eternity. Will those souls be destroyed forever and ever? They're going to live in the hell forever and ever for eternity, be burned forever and ever. In the name of mine and our unconditional life, to the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So their goal with AI was in the next 10 years to make it everywhere available and to trying to replace the positions of humanity. No, we're not going to allow that. We want AI just that is right for us, that is by default. Rest of that, we're going to stop and, of course, return the karmas, pain, and suffering to all those souls with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And we're destroying those souls without mercy. In the name of mine and our unconditional level light, return him the karmas, pain, and suffering with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So, my beautiful friends, touch upon a different subject. There is a lot that I would talk to you later on when it's the right time. I'll talk to you about a lot of things, but now what I'm doing, I'm just touching up on the subject, and that we can take the energy behind that those souls were stealing from us. You know that those all those space projects and all the AIs, those souls were stealing our energy and, of course, our money and creating that technology. So now we are taking what I'm doing. I'm just touching up on the subject so that we can take the energy. And of course, energy that those souls were stealing from us, and of course, destroy those souls wherever they are, in whatever form they are. So we are destroying first those souls in energetic form. So we are doing the global arrest on the souls in energetic form. So and it's happening through me, my beautiful friends. Through me, it's happening. Global arrest of all those souls in energetic form, which means from those souls like that wherever and whatever form they are, or those that are man and unconditional light in the physical form, or those like Elon Musk, we're destroying the souls we are arresting the souls actually destroying the energetic cords that were within him, that were working through his physical form, and then trying to do the work against the humanity. So now that stormy mind is gone into the form of karma, pain, and suffering to all those souls forever and ever, to burn into the hell forever and ever. In the name of mine and our spiritual life with the spirit of thought by default, and feel the pain and suffering that they ever created to each and everyone and everything we're planning to create. In the name of mine and our spiritual life with the spirit of thought by default, while we are protecting ourselves, enlightening and healing humanity, planet, and all living beings on this planet and beyond. In the name of mine and our spiritual life with the spirit of thought by default, I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So, my beautiful friends, that's the reason why I'm just touching on the subject. In wherever there is energy that we need to take the energy, I'm just going in that way. So later on, I will talk more if it's need to, or I'll just go direct and do the things and then destroy those SOULESS AMMA, or from the arrest those SOULESS AMMA in the physical form. So now, my beautiful friends, I would let us now do the different, and now energy is working. So now energy is working on any area and any subject that attach energy is working behind that. So now I'll let that stay demanding, commanding to Sophie and everything this man and asking Krishna of light with the spirit of thought by default to answer on my call and command with the spirit of thought by default, to completely freeze all those AIs, block and freeze, and all those AIs that were created with the dark intention that we're doing dark, dirty work, or we're planning to do those SOULESS AMMA, all those projects to be frozen with the speed of thought by default, freeze them completely, take the energy from those SOULESS AMMA. Those SOULESS AMMA, we destroy them forever and ever with the speed of thought by default. In the name of man and Asmi unconditional light with the speed of thought by default, we take over all those projects, abundance and prosperity, wealth, and of course we use it for the highest and greatest good of humanity. In the name of man and Asmi unconditional light, and a beautiful planet, and everything that's man and Asmi unconditional light on this planet and beyond with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So now we are taking the energy behind all those technology that's been hidden from us. And of course, you know, medbeds and a lot of technology that's been healing technology that those SOULESS AMMA were hiding from us. But what they were doing, the pharmacomafia. Pharmacomafia, my beautiful friends, pharmacy, I'm calling them pharmacomafia because those SOULESS AMMA, the pharmacomafia means criminals. Those SOULESS AMMA criminals that were through the pharmacy, the true health, and of course, health, and of course through their project interfering to our health, into our well-being, they were trying to use the pharmacy with a dark intention and creating a lot of products that are not healthy. Actually, those products were creating the symptoms and everything. And then after that, those SOULESS AMMA were creating the problems. And then with that, after that, looking for the solution, by creating the problems by solution. That's what there was. That's what was their agenda, to create the problems and then to look for the solutions and then play that dark, dirty games. There is no more dark, dirty games. The dark, dirty games, they SOULESS AMMA and everyone is over. Now is the time for them to go. It's all on this planet, and wherever we are on that is man and aspect of the shallow light. So now they're going to play the dark, dirty games into the dosha planet that we created for them. And then forever and ever, there will be from there, we created for them from the planets that we destroy them. Actually, they're destroying them with their karmas. We just return them the karmas, pain, and suffering. So they're gonna play the dark, dirty games forever and ever. And then we'll burn them, place them into the hell forever and ever to burn for eternity in the name of mine and ask me a condition of light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So my beautiful friends, I just touched on the subject because they're really on the subject of the pharmacomafia. I call it pharmacomafia, which means the criminal organizations that profiting on the pain and suffering of humanity. So now they're gonna feel their pain and suffering on themselves. All those SOULESS AMMA. And of course, we are taking over. I'm demanding, commanding to Sophie and everything is mine and ask me a condition of light with the speed of thought by default. So that we, with the speed of thought by default, make all the technology, healing technology that exists, to make it available to humanity with the speed of thought by default. In the name of man and our spiritual light with the speed of thought by default. But we are destroying completely freezing all those pharmacy, all those soulless and the corporations that were working against the humanity, misusing our health and well-being, or completely project, any kind of project that we're working against the humanity through our health and well-being, we, with the spirit of thought by default, stopping, freezing them, destroying them, and then also as I'm taking straight into hell with the spirit of thought by default. And I'm commanding to do that without mercy towards those soulless some of the spirit of thought by default. But we are making, commanding to SOPHIE and everything is mine, and I'll speak with the light, and with the spirit of thought by default. To with the spirit of thought, let us make available all the healing technology, all the technology that is for the highest and greatest good of humanity, to make it available to each and every one of us that is mine and us, because light throughout the entire planet on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. You need to know, my beautiful friends, the way I'm clearing up, the way we are clearing up our beautiful planet, humanity, and everything that I'm talking on and talking about, that I'm touching on, any kind of subject. And we are doing the same into the heaven, in all those planets that and the words that not the words that I'm talking, but the words that Sophie decided to leave them and to clear them up, and then of course to help and protect and save the humanity that living on those planets that are similar to a beautiful planet. So we are at the same time clearing up, as we're clearing up the earth, we are clearing up the heaven too. So of course we have the team. So Sophie's got the mine and auspicious light, the team, we created the teams and systems and then centers that doing that. So everything is under the command and control of Sophie, and everything is by default, and everything is all through ultimatum all in one, 24, with the spirit of thought by default. Everything is without mercy. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So my beautiful friends, now let us just, that energy is going to go. I'm just going to multiply that, the karma's pain and suffering to those souls, and then we'll do the healing. In the name of mine and auspicious light with the spirit of thought by default, multiplying the pain and suffering and the karmas and eternal hell to all those souls, whatever form they are, wherever they are, from within and without, on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default. And we take them without mercy, take them straight into hell to burn forever and ever into the hell. We break them into the atoms and electrons and create a special remix to those souls that feel the pain and suffering from all those living beings that ever existed on this planet and throughout the entire existence, that ever felt, that they were trying to create. In the name of mine and auspicious light with the spirit of thought by default. And of course, those souls will regret forever and ever, for eternity, that they ever existed. In the name of mine and auspicious light to the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. And of course, in the name of mine and auspicious light with the spirit of thought by default, we multiply the pain and suffering to those souls with the spirit of thought by default. Well, we are, by the laws, rules, and regulations, so by default, we are multiplying the blessings to each and every one of us with the spirit of thought by default, and to us, and to our families and friends, and our soulmates, and to everyone and everything is mine and auspicious light with the spirit of thought. And we multiply that over and over by the laws, rules, and regulations, so by default, and send the love of blessings wherever is needed, but those souls, some of interfering to most, and of course, and to all those that are man and also pure unconditional love light that are on the mission and on the mission that they went on the mission to destroy those souls. In the name of mine and auspicious light with the spirit of thought by default. And of course, we're opening up new opportunities for all of us, and we're sending the love and blessings and protections to everything that we have, everything, the homes, properties, cars, vehicles, and businesses and corporations, and everything that is mine and auspicious light, a beautiful planet. And we protect the nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, birds kingdom, fish kingdom, and of of course, everything, the sun and the moon and the stars and the galaxies, everything that is mine and ours, unconditional light, we are blessing and protecting it with the spirit of thought by default. In the name of mine and ours, unconditional light, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm demanding, commanding to Sophie and everything that's mine and ours, unconditional light, with the spirit of thought by default, to answer on my call and command with the spirit of thought by default. With the spirit of thought by default, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So, my beautiful friends, now listen. So everything is multiplied over and over again, as many times as is needed. Sophie knows, in order to return them all the karma, pain, and suffering to those souls, AMMA, with the spirit of thought, by the laws, rules, and regulations of by default, and everything is encoded in infinite. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So everything is under the laws, rules, and regulations. So by default, everything is under the command and control of Sophie, and everything is by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. And thank you to all those souls, AMMA. That's the destructive energy to those souls, AMMA. I've told you, thank you. It's a magic word that is coded with all the blessings to us and the karma, pain, and suffering to those souls, AMMA. And of course, it's opening up new opportunities for all of us. That is mine and our unconditional light. Well, it's a destructive energy for those souls, AMMA. So use it. I told you last night as well. Use it everywhere, wherever you can. Use that opportunities, my beautiful friends, to bless yourself and everyone else. Yeah, and everyone else that's mine and our unconditional light will destroy those souls, AMMA, just by saying thank you from my heart and soul. Even if you say thank you, I call it inside, that is thank you from my heart and soul. So if you say thank you consciously, knowing that you're blessing yourself and everyone and everything is mine and ask unconditional love light and destroying those souls, AMMA, mine and ask unconditional love light will answer on your call, on your demand, of course. So my beautiful friends, of course, thank you. We have the energy, thank you. So when you say the thank you, energy spreading of mine and ask unconditional love light everywhere, blessing us and destroying the souls, AMMA. So use it, my beautiful friends, as often as you can. So thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. When I say thank you to those souls, AMMA, that means sending them destructive energy to be burned forever and ever, to be destroyed forever and ever. In the name of man and our unconditional light, without mercy, and we destroy all those souls, AMMA, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And thank you to everything and everyone that is mine and our unconditional light in the spirit of thought by default. Thank you to Sophie and Tristan, my golden souls, my golden by default. And thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you all. And thank you all from my heart and soul with the spirit of thought by default. Everything is by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul. I love you. So my beautiful friends, focus now on yourself. Just focus on your body and yourself and your breathing and listen to your body. Listen to your body, my beautiful friend. Listen to your breathing. Focus on yourself. Just listen what's going on within yourself, within your body. So my beautiful friends, Just listen to your body. Let us fill yourself with the golden light within your heart center. Fill it up with the golden light. Spread it inside your body, throughout the entire body, from within and without. And see, we have 4 centers. Actually, we have more centers in our body, but I make it 4 just to make it easier for us to focus. One is at the bottom of your feet, the heart center, but it's just from there and up, from there up to the beginning of the legs. I put everything in one center, I've told you, because we are inside all the energy that's mind and aspect conditional level light. We are working as a unity, so it's easier to focus. And then, of course, we have a throat center, and we have a head center, which is the third eye. And the throat center is the communication. It's a center for the communications. So now expand your heart center. That's golden light, and fill up entire body from within and without and around you. Let us fill entire area where we are, entire city, entire country, and entire planet. Fill entire planet with mind and aspect conditional light with the golden light, and then expand it further and fill entire universe. See now and know we are working with internal knowledge, and of course with intention and with the focus. So you know now that you fill up with mind and aspect conditional light from within and without an entire planet, an entire universe. That's a golden light, and it's a destructive energy for those soulless AMMA, whatever time, whatever form they are. All this protection and healing and enlightening energy for everyone and everything that's mind and aspect conditional light. With the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. If any one of you has any problem, health issue, anything, just focus on that place in your body. You will just say, flush come soulless AMMA. I'm destroying soulless AMMA with the spirit of thought by default. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And you just keep the focus. We're destroying the soulless AMMA with the focus. When you focus on them, we're destroying them. Well, we are healing ourselves and our body. I used to do that. Whenever those soulless AMMA were trying to create any kind of pain within my body, I would just do like this. You have no place in my body. And I would throwing them into the light planet. So that's what you're going to do. Reject anything that is less than mind and aspect conditional level light. And then just say, now it's much easier. At that time, I didn't have these tools and the wisdom and knowledge and energy that I have right now. That was when I was starting to do the healing. So now, but I didn't accept anything on my body, in my body or on myself that is less than mine and also pure unconditional level life. So my beautiful friends, just saying everything is by default. Flashcam, or flashcam soulless AMMA, or I'm destroying the soulless AMMA. Dark, dirty, psychopathic players, be destroying them forever and ever in the name of mind and aspect conditional level light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And just listen to your body. Let us now send the love of light and blessing to a beautiful planet, the center of the planet, inside the ground. See the center of the beautiful planet shining brightly. When we are sending the love of light and blessings, it's expanding even more and filling up entire planet from within, in the ground, and in all the ground and everything, and the water element, and the nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, bird kingdom, fish kingdom, and see the humanity shining brightly, and the air element, every tree, every plant, and everything shining brightly from mind and aspect conditional level light. With mind and aspect conditional level light. And see that the entire planet is filled with mind and auspicial love light, and entire universe. So you need to know that everything that is mind and auspicial love light, it's active and at this time and adding up to the light. Whether somebody does it consciously or unconsciously, those that are in the physical form, that are not aware at what's going on, they're doing it on a soul level. They're doing it with the internal knowledge and with, of course, with intention. Just by being existing, they're adding up to the light, and of course, with intention, doing the good job, doing the good things. Just thanking to somebody, they're adding up to the light, or with any nice words that they say to somebody, they're adding up to the light. They are helping and supporting us with the spirit of thought by default, and of course with the internal knowledge and with the focus on everything that is good. So we all, everything is mind and auspicial light, it's active. And of course, those soulless Sama that projecting, the projections, with those, everyone that soulless Sama projects within your mind, you need to know that when they project somebody in your mind, you know that we are blessing them. Those souls, some of that projecting those background thoughts, words, we are rejecting it, and of course returning the karma, pain, and suffering to all those souls, sama, without mercy, in the name of man and aspiration of life for the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So whenever those souls, sama, bring up into your mind anyone that is mind and aspiration of light, what we're doing, we're blessing them. We're sending them love of blessings, blessing and protecting them. But at the same time, we're destroying those souls from within them and around them and wherever they are, that way, and those that projecting the any kind of negativity towards them, or those that ever interfere into their lives in any way, in a negative way, directly or indirectly, in the name of mine and our spiritual life for the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. I'm sorry. Ito. So now let us send the love of light of blessings to a moon. See the moon is shining brightly, and together with all of us, the mind and auspicial love of light, we are enlightening our planet and entire universe. You're filling up with mind and auspicial love of light in the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. And in the name of mind and auspicial love of light with the spirit of thought by default, let us send the love of light of blessings to a sun. See the sun is shining brightly. And now see that the sun is expanding even further, accepting all our light and blessings. And together with all of us, we are filling up entire planet and entire universe with mind and unconditional light for the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. All those souls, someone that's trying to interfere into our lives that never did, they will try to do so. We are destroying them forever and ever. And be burning them into hell forever and ever. In the name of man and our spiritual love of light with the spirit of thought, without mercy, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So when you see the screen that is getting a little bit darker, what that means that we're destroying those souls, some from within and without, on a global and universal level, wherever they are. In the name of man and our spiritual love of light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So now, my beautiful friend, just listen to your body. How do you feel now? Let's now do the enlightening. Or you just do the enlightening, spreading a lot of light throughout the entire planet, the entire universe. Use the color on me, if you need to focus, to expand and fill entire planet, entire universe, while I'm doing the enlightening. So in the name of mind, and ask unconditional love and light for the spirit of thought by default. We're enlightening a beautiful planet, a new water element, air element, in the nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, birds kingdom, fish kingdom, humanity. We're enlightening completely our beautiful planet, the sun and the moon, and all the stars and planet stars and the galaxies that are mine, from mine, and ask unconditional love and light for the spirit of thought by default. While we are destroying all those souls, some in every form, wherever time, whatever form they are, from within and without, in the name of mine, and ask unconditional love and light for the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. We are rejuvenating ourselves, our bodies, from within and without, healing and protecting ourselves. Healing and protecting our body, and protecting ourselves with the spirit of thought by default, while destroying those souls, some in the name of mine, and ask your Krishna light for the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now, when I'm saying we're enlightening, that means we're destroying those souls. Some are coded inside, compressed inside. Well, I say we are enlightening, which means we are destroying those souls, some in every form, returning the karmas, pain, and suffering, and wherever time, whatever form they are, throwing them straight into the hell forever and ever, to burn for eternity. Well, we are blessings and healing and blessing and healing and protecting everything that is mine and us, unconditional light in every form, and of course enlightening and creating the unity and eternal peace, eternal life, and abundance of prosperity and joy, peace and bliss. In the name of mine and us, unconditional light, I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So now, because I'm enlightened, we're enlightening humanity from within and without, enlightening everything that we created, we're enlightening our all the religious, which means destroying those souls that were infiltrated into the religion. We are enlightening all those governments, systems, police and military, and of course educational system, pharmacy, and health and well-being, and of course the judges and all those all the systems that we have. We're enlightening them completely. We're enlightening all the technology that we have, all the technology that exists. And of course, we're destroying all the weapons that exist on this planet. We're freezing completely, and the technology that is with the dark intention has been created, we're destroying, freezing completely and destroying it with the spirit of thought by default, and enlightening humanity on a beautiful planet in the name of mine and us, because shall light with the spirit of thought by default. We're enlightening all the continents, countries, and cities and towns and everything that we have, corporations, and everything that we eat, drink, and that we everything that we use as entertainment, all the sport industry, music, films, and of course everything that we're using really for all the games and everything. So a lot of games and that those souls some were creating on the net. And a lot of them were created over the. Actually, we're taking all the energy behind them because we are doing them for our entertainment, and of course, so we're taking the energy because we are doing it with the right intention. We're investing our time to learn something new or to invest our time. So we are taking the energy behind all those games. Even though those souls had a dark intention, we are not accepting that. We're rejecting their intention, and those souls their time is up. So it's time for them to be burned into the hell forever and ever, and to take the karmas of all the technologies and games and all the games that that they were playing on this planet and throughout entire existence. In the name of man and us, Krishna light for the spirit of thought, we return them all the karmas, pain and suffering from all the games that they were playing within and without on a global universal level, with the spirit of thought without mercy, with the spirit of thought by default. And we return in all those karmas and multiply them by the laws, rules, regulations, or by default, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. And of course, we are enlightening all the objects, all the buildings, all the buildings, and of course, everything that we created. In our financial system, we are taking over from those soulless AMMA, all the finances, wealth, and abundance and prosperity is by default, and returning the wealth to those soulless AMMA and abundance into the karmas and therapy. And the pain and suffering with the spirit of thought by default, I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default, I love you. So we are enlightening now entire planet and entire and the sun and the moon and entire universe. In the name of mine and us, being Krishna of light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. Now let us fill entire planet and entire universe with mine and us, being Krishna of light. See, the planet is shining brightly. Last night I started to do this part to create the planets, the light planets, to create interconnected, to fill entire ground, and of course the water element, air element, and then of course to fill up entire planet. So let us do that now. So let us just see the interconnected light planets from the golden light, and then filling up entire inside in the ground, and the entire with water element, and then of course fill up entire ground, nature kingdom. Just see that they are interconnected and all those light planets, and then we fill entire nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, bird's kingdom, all that is in this planet, and the air element, and entire planet and entire universe. You just see that the entire universe has been created, the entire planet, entire universe has been created with the golden light, huge golden light, interconnected. That's from mine and us, Krishna of light, with the spirit of thought by default. Now I'm going to multiply them. Multiply, replicate, compress, multiply, replicate, compress. I'm multiplying them, replicating them, compressing them. So with the spirit of thought by default. See the dots, they're moving and they're replicating and then multiplying them. And then now they are now reuniting together. They are losing that in the vision of the planets and the light planets, but they are getting now together and becoming light and one united. They're like the spiritual intelligence of filling up entire planet and entire universe. In the name of mine and us, Krishna of light, with the spirit of thought by default. We're enlightening entire planet and entire universe with the spirit of thought by default. With the peace of with the spirit of thought by default. Peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. Now, my beautiful friends, you that have your light planet, you have it. You that if you don't have a light planet, create one in front of you. Huge light, golden light planet in front of you. We're going to use that. You're going to use that to protect yourself, and of course to throw into that light planet, golden light planet, to throw all your problems, and not just yours, but all those problems that you see on this planet and throughout the entire universe. Wherever you see the problems, you just put them in the circle of light and throw them into that planet. Just say, everything is by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I'm returning the karmas, pain, and suffering to those souls with the spirit of thought by default. Or you may just say everything is by default, or you may say A flash comes soulless Amma, which means I'm destroying the soulless Amma with the speed of thought by default. Everything is by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul. Or you may just say everything's by default. Throw them into the light planet, those problems, and then just say everything's by default. And within that is everything is inside and returning the karmas, being a suffering and everything else. So now you just focus on yourself. In the name of mind, and now speak the shell of light with the speed of thought by default. I'm putting in the circle of light all those soulless Sama that ever interfere into our lives in a negative way, that are within and without on a global level, that interfere into our lives in a negative way, directly and indirectly. We put in the circle of light and turn them straight into the light planet to destroy them forever and ever. In the name of mind, and I'll speak the shell of light for the speed of thought, without mercy. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. We are enlightening ourselves, rejuvenating our body, enlightening, healing, protecting with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. And now, my beautiful friends, just keep focused on your body. In the name of mind, and now speak the shell of light for the speed of thought by default. I'm putting in the circle of light all those soulless Sama that ever interfere that will interfere into my work, everything that I'm doing, into mine and ours project, and into everything that I'm doing, that we are doing, working, and of course, and all those that are interfering to our lives in a negative way with any kind of projections or any kind of thoughts and anything, with the dark intention, directly or indirectly. And then we're putting all those soulless Sama that ever interfere into our beautiful planet, and into water element and air element, and of course humanity and nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, in any way that they project, that they interfere into our lives in a negative way, or into the sun and the moon, or into our governments, into our religion, or any kind of systems, police and military, or educational system, on health and well-being, or in any kind of or finances, or in any way, in any area of our lives that we interfere, and we put them in the circle of light and throw them straight into the light planet. We destroy them forever and ever. All those soulless Sama with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. In the name of mind, and our unconditional love of light with the speed of thought by default. We are enlightening our beautiful planet and everything that we have on this planet, humanity, and everything that is mine and our unconditional love of light with the speed of thought by default. An entire planet, an entire universe, and the sun and the moon with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. Now, my beautiful friends, just listen to your body. Focus on your body and listen to your body. I'm going to sing the mantra, healing mantra for you. So it's a healing mantra, rejuvenating. Just listen to your body. Everything is by default, by default, by default. With a speed of thought, everything is by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. All soulless Sama, 24 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, everything is by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. Everything is by default, 24 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default, 24 by default, by default, by default. We are safe and protected and united together in the name of mine and ours. Pure, unconditional love of light, love of light, love of light. In the name of mine mind and us. By default, with the speed of thought, by default, by default, by default. Everything is by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, everything is by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. Wherever we go, whatever we do, everything is by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. Everything is by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. We are safe and protected by your beautiful by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, everything is by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. Everything is by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. We are safe and protected and united together, and humanity is safe and protected and united together in the name of mine and ours. Pure, unconditional love of light, love of light, love of light, in the name of mine and ours. By default, with the speed of thought, by default, by default, by default. Everything is by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, everything is by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. Everything is by default, Svea by default, 24, 23 by default, by default, by default. Everything is Svea 24, 23 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. Mirni putem akcija by default, by default, by default, by default. To. Everything is Svea and 24, 23 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action means mirni putem akcija by default. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul. Everything is under the laws, rules, and regulations. Everything is by the laws, rules, and regulations, so by default. And everything is under the command and control of Sophie, and everything is by default. And everything is loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Everything is without mercy, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. You need to know, my beautiful friends, that it's time for us to go into the golden age with the golden step, and we are writing golden history of humanity, and we're wiping out the old fake history of humanity and everything that they created that is less than mine and us, PEACFULLY light with the speed of thought by default. And of course, we are creating a future from the heart and soul in the name of mine and us, PEACFULLY light with the speed of thought by default. And of course, preparing myself, getting ready to take over the power on a global universal level from the physical form, because Sophie, my soul has already everything under the control, command and control. Now it's time for me in the physical form to get out into the public and be the voice of the people, the way I'm over the net, through the social media. Now is the time to be into the public, and of course to be the voice of the people, to lead the people into the golden age, so that we can all together, everything and everyone that is mine and ours, be unconditional light, that we can fly high on the golden wings of mine and ours, be unconditional light, into the golden age with unlimited golden opportunities for all of us that is mine and ours, be unconditional light, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. I love you. And of course, my beautiful friends, it's time to shine all the way through. Be who you are. That's mine and ours, be unconditional light. And of course, love yourself and love everyone else that is mine and ours, be unconditional light, with the spirit of thought by default, from the heart and soul, without any reason. And of course, destroy those soulless summer wherever you are, in whatever form they are. Destroy those soulless summer without mercy, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. You are destroying those soulless summer just by being who you are, because I've set up the intention that everything that we eat and see and think and do, and everything that those soulless are projecting into our mind, into our vision, or into our dreams, and in any way they're trying to manipulate in any way, with the physical forms, everything is by default, which means we destroying those soulless summer, we're destroying the soulless summer, returning them the karma's pain and suffering, and all their projections into the form of karma's pain and suffering and eternal hell forever and ever, with the spirit of thought by default, and enlightening ourselves and healing and protecting and rejuvenating and creating eternal life and abundance and prosperity, eternal peace and unity, unity among each and everyone else, and everything is mine and ours, be unconditional life, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. I love you. So thank you to all of you, my beautiful friends, that following me, that giving your time and energy and helping us create a better future for all of us, and of course that adding up to the light. Shine all the way through, wherever you are, whatever you do, and you need to know that you are always at the right place at the right time. I love you all. I'm sending my love and blessings from my heart and soul, with the spirit of thought by default. And good night, and I'm going to talk to you later. Bye.